Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another figure review, and today we have from Action Force from Valaverse the Steel Brigade Night Operations Operative or OPS or whatever. It's a BBTS exclusive, and yeah, this just came from Big Bag Toy Store this afternoon, and here we have, it's part of Wave 2. I had none of the Wave 1 characters, and yeah, I don't plan to collect all of this line, but I did want to have at least a couple of figures, and of course also Sergeant Slaughter is on its way. Now I also have the Hasbro one in pre-order, but we're here today for the Steel Brigade Night Ops. And yeah, that's how he looks in the packaging. He comes with a lot of accessories, it seems. That's a cool artwork in the side. The box is very compact, that's cool. He has a file card there. I can bring it closer. You can pause it now and read if you want, because I won't read that bunch of text. But yeah, you can follow them on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, Valaverse, valaverse.com and all of that. I'm not paid for saying this, but I'm just doing it. Action points, you get this little thing you can cut, collect, and maybe at some day trade for a exclusive figure or whatever, I don't know. And there you have more information. Yeah, that's it for the packaging. Let's take him out and see how good he actually is. We have the Steel Brigade Night Operations or Night Ops. Sorry, I keep saying Night Operations, but it's just Night Ops. Out of the packaging, and he's looking cool. I just removed the vest because, first of all, you can. It's here you have the vest. That's something that Hasbro could start doing. I mean, I'm not the first saying this one, because this is the first time I have a Valaverse figure, an Action Force from Valaverse in my hands. I did put it into hot water because I know there has been some problems with the first wave. I don't know with the second wave, but this mold was from the first. I don't know. There was some issues with breakage. And yeah, I didn't want to risk that, of course, because it was a bit hard for me to get these figures all the way here to Germany. I mean, I had to wait a long time. And you saw that he has some removable magazines here for his machine gun. You have them in the vest, and it comes like that in the packaging. He comes wearing the vest. As I put him into hot water, I was just able to open this. You can open it even without the hot water, but I was making sure I don't rip anything apart. And then you remove the head, and then you bring the arms up, and then you just take this out. But let's check the detail. It has that very nice Steel Brigade logo there, some scuffed metal, well, gray here. It's all cast in black with these grain details for the pouches, the sheath there for the knife, these extra pockets, or are these like yeah, for the magazines. And yeah, that's a cool thing. We get a base, something Hasbro never gives us, and it's a shame because I'm sure this would be very cheap. I try to always stand my figures on their own, and normally I succeed. But I would always be for more stuff inside the box, and some people really are talented in posing figures and some people are not, and they are more like, give me a base please, and I totally support that. And also, if I can also pose the figure with the base. So here we have a base, and now we have also like 3 sets of different hands, or 3 different set of hands. We have a couple a set of this is like a holding hand, but not trigger hand, you know. It holds knives or whatever it doesn't have a trigger. Here we have the like weapon holding hand, you know, for the machine gun. One has the trigger, and this is the one that holds here the front part. We have a couple of fists, and all of this, apart from the weapon holding hand, they have a horizontal swivel, and these ones have also a horizontal swivel, but both the hands he has on are trigger finger hands, and those have vertical swivels, and that's really cool. He comes with this knife. Now the weapons he comes with, they have a very, like, the plastic feels a bit stiff. You have to be careful not to bend it, let's say. Treat it like a model kit kind of plastic, that it's stiff, and if you bend it you will snap it. So think about it like a gunplay or something, like a model kit kind of plastic, you know. This is a bit bendy, but for example the machine gun here, I mean, I really like that the plastic is sharp and the mold is sharp, and it doesn't bend like horribly, but it feels like a stiff plastic that you can break if you apply pressure, you know, the too much pressure. But I like that the weapon, I mean, the plus of this plastic is that the weapons are really sturdy in a sense. I mean, they're rigid, but they are, I guess if you apply too much pressure you can break them. That's the minus. With this plastic you get like a sharp mold, you know. There you have this thing going on in this pistol. You can see it has a peg hole there, so we can bring some, just as an example, we can bring this little thing here and it fits. So there you have a little fire effect, I guess same for this one. And here you could add something larger. Like the figure itself, as you can see, it has a very cool design. I mean, the helmet, I really like it. It's the reason I wanted to get this figure is because of the cool design. You know, I like Steel Brigade. I never had one as a kid. From the head is in a ball hinge and can look up that far, can look down that far, has a little bit of tilt, and it can turn all the way around. The shoulders, it has a butterfly joint that can go forward that far, backwards that far. It can lift almost 90, but it has a stop there in the plastic. I don't know if you can push it down or something. I haven't really tried. You can actually, it seems, yeah. So you can do the T-pose. You can actually reach the 90 degrees. Just be careful as always when things get on the way. Don't just push it and snap things. Yeah, but you can turn the arms all the way around. It has a bicep swivel that can go all the way around. Has double jointed pinless elbows. That's something people really like. I also starting to like it as well. I don't customize, at least not yet, so I don't have, I mean, I'm fine with pinless stuff. I mean, for the optics is, of course, for the aesthetics, I mean, really nice. Both hands that he's wearing right now can go all the way around and have a vertical swivel. The diaphragm, yeah, it can tilt to the side that much, so that's very good. He can go backwards that far, just with the upper one, forwards that far. You can mix with the lower one, with the waist. You can go all the way back. You can go that far forward, which is a very nice combination. You can go that much to the sides. Again, really cool. And he can, yeah, I mean, it's a ball peg, so you can do all the way around. I don't want to force it. It feels like I'm not forcing it, you know, but still I don't need to go all the way around, but it's possible. The legs can lift, I mean, he can do the splits, it seems, can do the whole. His pads here with the holster and this pouch here, they get in the way, well, actually, but he can do the full splits, or almost. He can kick 90 degrees. He can go a bit backwards. I mean, you have to just this strap, get it out of the way, and he can actually go a bit backwards. The knees can go backwards. I mean, can bend that far. Double jointed pinless knees. He has a thigh cut, I forgot to say, can go all the way around. Just make sure it's not stiff. Again, he has boot cut in both sides, of course, both legs. The feet can go backwards that far, can go forwards that far, and has a decent, a little bit stiff ankle rocker. And there we have the Steel Brigade Night Ops with the vest back on. I mean, I had to use the tweezers a lot, and I had to heat the vest again to make it pliable, and you know, to help me with the tweezers to get the two pegs there back into place. You know, if you have these figures, what I mean, I guess. Now the articulation, you can see that because he doesn't have an ab crunch but like double ball pegs, you still have like, well, at least the waist one is still operative when wearing the vest, and it makes sense. I mean, if you were wearing a vest yourself, you'll be a bit hindered in movement, yeah. But yeah, I think I prefer how this guy looks wearing the whole gear. And now you can put the knife here on the sheath, just get it there. It fits. Oh yeah, yeah. I was just talking about snapping the things and I'm almost doing it myself. It fits snugly there. It doesn't feel like it will fall. You can bring these two magazines here and just put them there into place. I don't know if there's a, well, that really clicked there. I think now I'm doing it right. The pistol here, of course, you can just give him this one in his hand like this, and it looks good. Or you can just put it here on the holster and it clicks there, so you know when it's really in place. And the machine gun, you just can give it to him like this. So I just changed this hand for the weapon holding hand, and yeah, that's just a very simple pose. From this angle it doesn't look as good as from this one of the Steel Brigade Night Ops wielding his machine gun or his rifle, whatever this is called. You know, it's a very realistic, maybe it's an actual gun specific model, you know, but I like how he wields it and how he carries it and poses with it, and that you can put a fire effect there. And yeah, I just think it's a really cool looking figure. Of course, I was scared with the quality issues several people reported when the first wave started getting into people's hands. But if you're careful, I guess, if you do the hot water treatment and all of that, I mean, I think I do that with every G.I. Joe figure anyway. I mean, it's almost never do I get a figure that is not stiff in some joint and I have to really loosen it up with hot water. That's a method I prefer to use. I don't know if it's the better one, or I don't know, it's the one I use. And it was the same for these figures. So I was like, I'm not going to take a risk of breaking anything. Maybe they have already attended the quality issues, or maybe not yet, I don't know. But I'm sure of one thing: I'll do my best to not have my figure break on me. You know what I mean? So I think we know what we're buying, and we have to do the best with what you have. So that's what I'm trying to say. And now for size comparisons, here we have our Action Force Steel Brigade Night Ops next to the Commando Snake Eyes and the Cobra Trooper, to see how they scale. Of course, this is meant to be able to go along with the G.I. Joe classified line, and I think, yeah, you just decide for yourself. I think it really fits in, blends in, or whatever, however you prefer to say it. But yeah, I really like how this looks. And there you have him next to Storm Shadow and a Cobra Viper. I actually feel this guy is a little bit taller than the Cobra Viper. And next to Barbecue and the Cobra Bat, Python Patrol Bat. So that's it for this review. I hope it was enjoyable and useful for you to decide if you want to get this figure. I think it's a really cool troop builder to get if you want to accept that there are more lines than the official line, the official G.I. Joe classified line. I think this figure is really, I really like this one. I don't know if I like the whole line, but I like this one at least. It's the first one I open. I have two more here to review: Sergeant Slaughter and the Scarab, which is a bit very specific, very particular, you know. But yeah, I really like, and I can recommend the Steel Brigade figure. Quality issues, I didn't have any, and because I put the figure into hot water. Otherwise, yes, it was all stiff when I took him out of the packaging, so I decided, yeah, it really needs to go into hot water. But I do the same with my Joes, so I never take that kind of risk of just, if I feel something is stiff, I put it into hot water, you know what I mean? So please leave a like, share and subscribe if you liked the video, and take care, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.